Good evening, and thank you for joining us for the 47th Annual Pacific Southwest Emmy Awards. I'm Kristen Castillo, president of the NATAS PSW chapter. While we had hoped to have an in-person event this year, we're grateful to have this virtual Emmy Awards show. It's an opportunity to celebrate the accomplishments of television and media professionals, as well as students across our region in San Diego, Las Vegas, Palm Springs, Bakersfield, Santa Barbara, San Luis Obispo, and Santa Maria. Working in TV and media has been challenging this past year, but you've persevered and produced impressive content. We received 960 entries this year, and peer judges from across the country from other NATAS chapters have viewed each entry. Good luck to all of tonight's nominees.
Good evening, everybody. On behalf of our colleagues from Las Vegas, San Diego, and California's Central Coast, welcome to the 47th Annual Pacific Southwest Emmy Awards.
Welcome, everyone. As you can see, we have presenters from all over the chapter. Again, we are gathered in a virtual gala to celebrate your accomplishments from this past year. Good evening, everybody. I'm Ann State, former anchor reporter, KGTV, KNSD in San Diego, and now Public Relations Director.
And I am Louis Weiner, a producer at KFMB and a member of the Silver Circle. So we've had a year of Zoom meetings, 6-foot distance. We've been wearing masks, and we have all persevered.
We have indeed. So tonight we're here to celebrate all that you have overcome this past year. Here are our first nominees.
In the category of team coverage, the nominees are Nevada reopens, Fox 5, Las Vegas. Protesters clash with police at La Mesa headquarters, NBC 7, San Diego. Avila Fire team coverage, KSBY. Epicentro de Coronavirus, Telemundo 20. In the category of news special, the nominees are Better Together, a News 8 special, CBS News 8. Rumbo a las elecciones, Telemundo 20. Especial de regreso a clases, KBLR. Not your typical town hall, KSNV. Verified, a News 8 special, CBS News 8. Breaking Down Barriers, KLAS TV.
And now, the Emmy Awards go to
Protesters clash with police at La Mesa headquarters, NBC 7, San Diego.
We begin tonight with two breaking stories. Protesters have taken over both sides of the 8 freeway, shutting it down near El Cajon Boulevard.
And another group of demonstrators have swarmed the La Mesa Police Department, both demanding justice for George Floyd.
Rumbo a las elecciones, Telemundo 20.
En cada periodo de elecciones, millones de personas se quedan sin votar, ya sea porque no se registraron a tiempo, no actualizaron su registro o nunca supieron cómo hacerlo. Por eso hoy en este especial Rumbo a las elecciones le daremos una guía para que se prepare y pueda hacer escuchar su voz. Así comenzamos.
Verified, a News 8 special, CBS News 8.
Welcome to Verified, a News 8 special. Good evening, I'm Carlo Cicchetto. You've seen our Verified team at work breaking down conspiracy theories out there, showing you what's misinformation online and separating the facts from the speculation.
Breaking Down Barriers, KLAS TV.
Thank you for joining us for Breaking Down Barriers, our special on race relations in Las Vegas and America. I'm Brian Loftus, and I'm joined by Kirsten Joyce and Bianca Holman.
So this Emmy is so meaningful in so many ways. It is meaningful because this is for team coverage for this incredible, small but mighty weekend team. and because this coverage was of a protest that has been part of a national awakening. And this is so meaningful because my co-anchor and I, because of the pandemic, were anchoring from miles apart but because of our relationship, it really felt like we were side by side. And Omari Fleming, I will always be on your side. And it's meaningful because our producer, Lori Brown, she was so calm and she was so collected as she guided us and our reporters and photographers that were really surrounded. It was such a chaotic scene. So I thank her for her guidance and for her strength in all this. Also, it's because this happened during the pandemic that I'm so grateful. A lot has changed for a lot of us since the pandemic. And I chose to leave my long career in broadcast journalism in part because of the pandemic to help and move into public service and make change in a different way. So this means an awful lot after nearly 30 years in television news. I want to thank my parents who have always stood by my side. I want to thank my husband because he always thanked me in his Emmy speeches. I want to thank my son for giving up so much of his mother to the community. And I want to thank everybody in San Diego because I really care about this community and to everyone who calls San Diego home. Thank you.
This is so exciting to win my first Emmy with such an incredible team. What an evening that was for journalism and for television news. I'd like to thank my coworkers and my management at NBC7 San Diego for your support and friendship over these past 19 years. Most importantly, I'd like to thank my husband, Chris, my kids, Grace and Connor. Your love has been the biggest achievement of my life. I'd also like to thank my dad, my in-laws, my whole family, and this is for you, Mom. Thank you.
Oh my gosh, what an honor. Very, very exciting. This day and our execution and reporting was really the epitome of team coverage. It was such a pivotal moment in our careers, or my career at least, but also across the nation. This award is honored to us for our coverage of a protest in response to the death of George Floyd and also a controversial arrest of a Black man in La Mesa. So this is something we will never forget. We want to thank our station, NBC7, for always keeping social justice and racial equality at the forefront. It's a conversation we constantly have in our newsroom. And I'm appreciative of that. Of course, the wonderful team who made this happen, and my parents and my family, my siblings too. And God, thank you.
Now, our next group of nominees, they sort of have it tough. They do not work the normal 9-to-5 shift.
No, they do not. And their passion is evident in the weekend and the early morning newscast. Here are the next group of nominees.
In the category of Newscast, Weekend, Larger Markets, the nominees are Remembering Kobe Bryant, Fox 5 Las Vegas, Downtown San Diego Protests, CBS News 8, Lakers Legend Lost, CBS News 8, La Mesa Protest Erupts into Chaos, KGTV 10 News, Black Lives Matter Protests in San Diego, Telemundo 20. In the category of Newscast, Morning, Daytime, Smaller Markets, the nominees are Small Team, Big Heart, News Channel 3 in the morning, KESQ. Stagecoach Fire, 17 News at Sunrise, KGET, TV 17. In the category of Newscast, Morning, Daytime, Larger Markets, the nominees are 5 bicyclists killed in crash, Fox 5 Las Vegas. Protests around the U.S. turn violent, KSNV. CBS 8, Silverado Fire and SoCal Fire Danger, CBS News 8.
And the Emmy Awards go to
Remembering Kobe Bryant, Fox 5 Las Vegas.
There were no survivors. We have a manifest that indicates that there was 9 people on board the aircraft, the pilot plus 8 individuals.
We all feel a deep sense of loss for what he meant to all of us in so many ways, and so many millions of people loved him for so many different reasons.
La Mesa protest erupts into chaos, KGTV 10 News.
Breaking news, we have been following these massive protests that have been circling parts of La Mesa. You are looking at a live video right now from Sky 10. We have crews on the ground. You can see those protests wrapping around police headquarters right there in La Mesa and continuing to grow throughout the day.
Small team, big heart. News Channel 3 in the morning, KESQ.
This is News Channel 3 in the morning.
In the East Valley, 1 out of every 5 people are testing positive for the coronavirus. It is the highest Riverside County has seen yet. How you can get tested for free at one local church in Mecca today, coming up in a live report.
It's all on our shoulders to basically stop the spread.
Stagecoach Fire, 17 News at Sunrise, KGET, TV 17.
The fire still has pretty extreme behavior.
All of our pictures of belongings, like everything is gone.
This is it. This is my retirement. This is home.
CBS 8, Silverado Fire and SoCal Fire Danger. CBS News 8.
We're in the Foothill Ranch neighborhood. This is blocked off by police right now, and firefighters are on scene in this neighborhood where we are. Everyone, all of these houses around us under mandatory evacuations.
Just want to thank everyone that I worked with on this newscast. It was a very emotional newscast, very emotional day. I want to thank all of our peers in other parts of the country who saw this and voted on this. It's an extremely incredible honor to accept the award for this newscast.
I would like to thank my entire team. I think we did an outstanding job with such a tragic situation. We really wanted to pay tribute to a basketball legend and a person who was so iconic for so many people, and I just can't think of a better team to put together such a show. Our wonderful sports department was all hands on deck that day, and our assistant news director came in. I tried to provide a little reinforcement for a producer, and overall reporters, everyone was just on top of it, and I think that we really did a good job honoring Kobe.
I just want to thank our entire weekend team. This is such a team effort and a team win. We can't do it without every single member of our team, from those behind the scenes to on camera. This is for all of us and our weekend news team at KGTV. And I also have to thank my family who have loved and supported me throughout my entire journey in news. This is for all of us, so thank you.
I'm honored to get another Emmy here, more importantly for our team. I think we got an amazing team that's full of heart, full of hustle, and you know, just have a championship mentality, and I think it shows. And I've been with this team a little over a year, and now everything's paying dividends. So if anything, it's more for these guys here in the work and what we do to serve San Diego. That's the most important goal here. So I'm thankful for that. I'm thankful to our management here for the immense support, you know, through thick and thin. And congratulations here to us here, and congratulations to everybody. So thank you.
I want to thank the weekend team for working their butt off during these protests. It was really important to get this done, and we were able to, you know, take something and really, you know, dedicate ourselves to it. So this is to the team, and this is to our hard work, and I'm proud of all of us, and I can't wait to see what we continue achieving next.
You know, this was a year with many challenges, and one of the things that we all thought was going to dominate our newscasts throughout the year was the pandemic. And then, without warning, we saw that stagecoach fire break out in the Kern County mountains, and we knew that a lot of people were evacuating. We knew a lot of people needed to know what was going on, and so it was a long night, but we're able to put this newscast together, and it was truly a team effort. So thank you.
Awesome. I just want to say thank you so much to our amazing morning team. We've all been waking up in the middle of the night. We're so passionate about bringing the news to our community. So I'm just so grateful to work with amazing coworkers who love what we do, and cheers to doing this again next year.
What an honor. There are so many people to thank that have led me to this point. I need to say thank you to my parents, Frank and Elizabeth, for making every dream I've ever had possible. My mentors, Carol Silva, Chris Van Cleve, Tim Kiley, Rebecca Johnson, Kent Kay, for believing in me. Early on in my process, it has been such a journey, and we're just getting started.
Thank you so much. This is an incredible honor. The morning team gets in and we work in the dead of night, often when the newsroom is at its quietest. And so this is such a great honor to be recognized. Of course, I think everyone on the morning team wants to thank their families, my husband, and of course, our management for being so supportive and letting us do our morning show and have fun with it. So thank you so much for this honor.
I just can't believe it, and just want to thank you for everyone, and thank you for the Emmys and just everyone who was involved, my team. I'm so grateful to be with them, and it's very well deserved for everyone, so.
Well, I want to thank, of course, the KSQ morning team. We couldn't have done it without each other, and my parents and my boyfriend, Lysander. We all worked hard to make this happen, and we're a small team, but we do have a big heart.
And congratulations to those Emmy recipients. I'm Kelly Hessedal. I'm a reporter at KFMB in San Diego.
And I'm Amari Fleming. I'm an anchor reporter at KNSD, NBC7 right here in San Diego. The pandemic really forced us to change our workflow. Many of us had to start working from here at home. Others had to just stop their businesses completely.
Yeah, life as we knew it was different. People had to reinvent how they worked, lived, and played. Our next group of nominees showcase their efforts.
In the category of Arts Entertainment News, the nominees are El Arte de Ser Una Drag Queen, KBLR. Celebraciones de Divorcio, KBLR. Buck and Merle Get a Mural, KBAK Eyewitness News. Roller Skating Culture, CBS News 8. Cinta Negra de la Canción, Univision Palm Springs. In the category of Arts Entertainment, short or long format, the nominees are Private Islands, Badera Island, Edge and Elegance Entertainment. Ryan Ahern, live in Las Vegas, Vegas PBS. Vegas PBS Writers Contest, presented by Janice Allen, Vegas PBS. A Weekend with Pablo Picasso, Powell Films. Life in Balance, Las Vegas Review-Journal. In the category of Business Consumer News, the nominees are Construyendo un Futuro Pagando el Presente, KBLR. Pinching Pennies in a Pandemic, CBS News 8. Limpieza de Alto Riesgo, Entravision Communications. Cheques Sin Fondos, KBLR. Consumer Justice While in My PJs, KGTV 10 News. In the category of Education, Schools, short or long format, the nominee is Cox Presents A Salute to Teachers, Your View. In the category of Environment News, the nominees are Don't Blame Bats, KSNV TV. Living a Zero Waste Life, CBS News 8. Cocaine of the Sea, How Cartels Push the World's Smallest Whale to the Brink of Extinction, KGTV 10 News. Con los pelos de punta, KBLR. Parallels in Climate Change, NBC7 San Diego. Two Cities, One Misery, XEWT, Televisa, California.
And the Emmy recipients are
El Arte de Ser Una Drag Queen, KBLR.
Para darle paso a quien por casi 2 décadas ha llevado el nombre de Paloma Macari. Pero, ¿cómo nació la mujer que vive hoy en él?
Entre juegos de otros amigos, todos decidimos ir a un bar.
Roller Skating Culture, CBS News 8.
The roller skating culture has been around for ages.
Vegas PBS Writers Contest, presented by Janice Allen, Vegas PBS.
When my best friend and I went to the mailbox, and I was thinking if I could go to do a story about this.
Life in Balance, Las Vegas Review-Journal.
I miss flying the most. I got to be a real-life superhero for my job, and I miss it.
Consumer Justice While in My PJs, KGTV 10 News.
If you could pick one word to describe Dick Long, it would be passion. Passion for his business.
You ever see a Coast Guard helicopter go out and see a guy jump in that helicopter? That's us.
Passion for making sure his employees are well taken care of.
Cox presents A Salute to Teachers, Your View.
I was able to make a Bitmoji of myself, a virtual classroom. That was me being a collaborator and reaching out to my colleagues and say, hey, how'd you do that?
Cocaine of the Sea, how cartels push the world's smallest whale to the brink of extinction. KGTV 10 News.
The world's smallest whale. Shy, elusive, mysterious.
Even fishermen that have spent their whole lives on the water in the Sea of Cortez think that they don't exist.
Con los pelos de punta, KBLR.
Frotarlo en nuestra cabeza y podemos terminar así, con los pelos de punta. Este peculiar chispazo se debe a la electricidad estática y la sentimos mucho más en Nevada debido a nuestro clima. Estos choques eléctricos son muy comunes en el desierto.
Parallels in Climate Change, NBC7 San Diego.
It's another hazy day across San Diego, and here on top of Mount Helix, we're used to seeing all the way to downtown. But as we know, our air quality is at an unhealthy level. This whole view is strikingly similar to what Australians faced during their historic summer of wildfire.
I'd like to thank those that voted for this. We went to Australia to do this story, and Melissa and I worked really hard, hit the ground running, and were on the ground for 4 days straight working for this story. So it's really nice that it was recognized for that. I also really need to thank my wife, Deborah, for all of her support over the years. Just constant friendship, companionship, and love is just something that keeps me going every day. Love you, babe. Thank you.
I am very excited and humbled to be the recipient of this Emmy. Such a cool experience for NBC7 San Diego to have sent us to Australia and then to have circled back in a pandemic and then made this story really matter, where we were able to do our coverage here in California regarding our wildfires, regarding climate change. And it is so amazing to be honored with this award. Thank you for everyone who always supports me, because vamos a seguir pa'lante.
Quiero darle las gracias a Dios, a Telemundo Las Vegas, de poderme dar la oportunidad de poder trabajar con un gran equipo de profesionales, a mis jefes, a mis compañeros de trabajo. Sin ustedes todo esto no hubiera sido posible. Gracias a mi familia que ha estado ahí apoyándome, a mi mamá, a mi esposa, a mi hija. Esto es para ustedes y para todo El Salvador.
Well, as many of you know, our industry primarily a visual medium, and so our next group of nominees, they take a lot of the world and then they break it up, they condense it into more manageable pieces.
Yeah, editors take hours of raw material to highlight their skills, and they bring us some of the best images to come out of the pandemic.
In the category of Editor, News, Single Shift within 24 hours, the nominees are 3 years in 4 minutes, Telemundo 20. I Love Me Some Nats, NBC7 San Diego. Roller Skating Culture, CBS News 8. In the category of Editor, News, No Production Time Limit, the nominees are Creative Works of 2020, Fox 5 Las Vegas. For Emily, Fox 5 Las Vegas. In the category of Editor, Short Form Content, the nominees are Seals San Diego, Seals San Diego. Out and About Silliness in SD, CBS News 8. COVID Trump Resume, KBNT. Padres 2020 Season Open Video, San Diego Padres. In the category of Editor, Long Form Content, the nominees are Global Passport Thailand, AWE-TV. Stolen, JU Composite, NBC7 San Diego. In the category of editor, spot announcement, the nominees are Crime Sonics, San Luis Obispo, PSA, editor, Crime Sonics. For Grandpa, Fox 5 Las Vegas. 2020, Inolvidable. 2021, Cuenta con Nosotros, Telemundo 20. UCI Health, Journey, Red Bear Films. Elecciones Demócratas 2020, Telemundo 20. Levanta tu mano y hazte cantar, Telemundo 20.
And the Emmy recipients are
I Love Me Some Nats, NBC7 San Diego.
The coronavirus is really starting to play with our heads a little bit. Have you gone through a drive-through or ordered pickup where you drive up to the restaurant in your car and the person with your food is literally like 2 feet away? You kind of think maybe there's a better way.
Creative Works of 2020, Fox 5 Las Vegas.
We'll be fortifying our economy and cementing our position as the #1 tourist and hospitality destination on planet Earth.
Out and About Silliness in SD, CBS News 8.
The year 2020, which has been a true horror story. Anyway, San Diego County has released some guidelines for you to have a safer Halloween this year. For example, the county says instead of handing out candy, you can hand out pre-sanitized pencils or erasers.
COVID Trump resume, KBNT.
Love to have it open by Easter.
Stolen, JU Composite, NBC7 San Diego.
My exploitation started at 12, so it started really, really young. The grooming process where the trafficker begins to gain the trust of the victim started before that.
For Grandpa, Fox 5 Las Vegas.
7 to 9, we're keeping it live and local here.
Even here. Where am I?
Because we are live.
Levanta tu mano y hazte cantar, Telemundo 20.
Con más escuelas,
hospitales, ayuda para negocios
que generen empleos para una mejor calidad de vida,
todos tenemos que participar.
Podrás hacerlo en línea, por correo,
por teléfono.
Hello, good evening. I'm Yanula Ramirez, an Emmy recipient Spanish media specialist and former morning host for Univision San Diego.
Hi, I'm Ambar Martinez, an emergency registered nurse, actor, and medical advisor for TV and film. Our next nominees focus on events and stories that did not stop during this past year.
Despite the lockdown, crime continued, as well as issues surrounding the US-Mexico border. And these journalists continued their jobs even while socially distanced. Here are some of the best reports from 2020.
In the category of border issues news, the nominees are Largas filas en la frontera, Telemundo 20. They prey upon the addiction of others, meth from Mexico to Vegas, KLAS. The Border, a tale of two cities and a toxic river, XEWT, Televisa, California. In the category of crime news, the nominees are Donor Deceived, CBS News 8. Heroes of 1 October, KSNV. Hasta por debajo de las piedras, XEWT, Televisa, California. Vegas Vice, Catching the Johns, Fox 5, Las Vegas. Cold Case Unit could be put on ice, KTNV TV. ANZA, Tierra de Narcos, News Press Gazette. Smoke, Panic, and a Ball of Fire, Las Vegas Review Journal.
And the Emmy recipients are
The Border, a tale of two cities and a toxic river, XEWT, Televisa, California.
Después de la rehabilitación de la planta de bombeo Sila, disminuyeron drásticamente los derrames transfronterizos de aguas residuales a través del río Tijuana, durante años considerado como el primer punto de contaminación.
Heroes of 1 October, KSNV.
They start screaming at me that they have several gunshot victims in the bed of the truck, including a young girl who appears to be bleeding to death. She's not doing well. So at that point I told them, stay on my bumper. I'm gonna get you where you need to go.
Hasta por debajo de las piedras. XCWT, Televisa, California.
Esta fue la primera búsqueda de Eddie Carrillo. Por su hijo Eric, desapareció en 2019. Un padre que vio interrumpida su vida y la adaptó para convertirse en el rastreador de Tijuana.
I'd like to begin by thanking my coworkers who are out in the field each and every day with me, covering the good, the bad, the ugly. Every day seems like a battle zone, and we power through every day. Secondly, I'd like to thank my family, supporting me, supporting my dreams, going after a film degree, which we weren't sure what was going to do with that, but made it work. Lastly, I want to thank my wife, who supports me each and every day, no matter what. Couldn't do it without her support, and I'm glad she's here with me today. Just want to shortly say, follow your dreams, and it can lead to something. So, thank you.
Good evening. I'd like to thank my beautiful wife, Jill. If it's not for her guidance and support.
No, Tom. We're not here to receive an award. We're here to help announce the nominees tonight.
Oh, okay. My name is Tom Lawrence, and this beautiful woman who I'm very thankful for is my wife, Jill Lawrence.
We are two teachers, and as you can tell by the bags under our eyes and that frazzled look on our faces, that we're almost done with this crazy year. We've almost survived it. And Tom teaches second grade, and I get to teach kindergarten. And like most teachers during this pandemic, we had to adjust to doing our jobs virtually, which was a huge shift not only for us, for the sweet students that we get to teach every day as well.
Yes, and this next group of nominees show how some educators dealt with those circumstances. And we'll also recognize some first responders and members of the healthcare industry for their roles this past year.
In the category of education, schools, news, the nominees are Aprendiendo en Línea, KBLR. Not all superheroes wear capes, they're called teachers, KSNV. Del Salón de Clases al Patio de la Casa, Telemundo 20. La Cárcel de los Sueños, KBLR. Covey Book, KBLR. In the category of health, medical, news, the nominees are I Need That Connection, NBC7 San Diego. Music for the Soul, KLAS TV. Senior Skater, CBS News 8. A Dangerous Home, Inside Skilled Nursing Facilities, KGET TV 17. Camila's Story, CBS News 8. In the category of health, medical, short or long format, the nominees are Dawn Till Dusk, COVID-19 Testing, County of San Diego. A Journey Through Breast Cancer, Powell Films. Un Virus Paraliza al Mundo, El Diario de una Pandemia, XEWT Televisa, California. UCSD team travels at a moment's notice to invasively oxygenate the blood of dying patients, the San Diego Union Tribune. In the category of documentary, the nominees are Jorge El Travieso Arce, Una Promesa de Vida, TM USA Productions, Azteca America. An Irish Story, This Is My Home, Frequency Pictures. Making Lemonade, Our COVID-19 Story, Rosedale. The 50th, A Scandal, a Dynasty, an Election, the San Diego Union Tribune. Historias por Cantar, 60 años, Canal 12, XEWT Televisa, California. The Showgirl, a Las Vegas icon, Vegas PBS. Expect a Miracle, Finding Light in Darkness of a Pandemic, the story of Fraternity House and the AIDS crisis in San Diego, Groove Co. Down to Earth, Ratetti Elephants, NBC7 San Diego.
Congratulations to all of tonight's nominees. And the Emmy recipients are
Del Salón de Clases al Patio de la Casa, Telemundo 20.
Gustavo e Isabela,
estudiantes de educación especial, quienes dentro de 6 días iniciarán este año escolar a distancia.
COVID Book, KBLR.
Se llama Coronavirus y es el protagonista de este pequeño cuento que han leído miles de niños como tú en todo el planeta, hasta en 10 idiomas. Y es que el virus es muy listo, según ella, la autora de esta fábula.
Camila's Story, CBS News 8.
I'm sure we can all agree that this is what life should be like for a 5-year-old girl.
The dolphin's tail. It's taking me for a ride.
Un virus paraliza al mundo, el diario de una pandemia. XEWT Televisa, California. UCSD team travels at a moment's notice to invasively oxygenate the blood of dying patients. The San Diego Union Tribune.
On a recent evening, as the mobile ECMO team from UC San Diego Health made its way through the hallways of Paradise Valley Hospital in National City.
Jorge El Travieso Arce, una promesa de vida. TM USA Productions, Azteca America.
Fue cuando decidí, ¿sabes qué, mamá? Le dije, aquí no hay futuro, no voy a ser campeón mundial, me tengo que ir de aquí. Me voy a Estados Unidos ilegalmente.
An Irish story. This is my home. Frequency Pictures.
And we are the Black Donnellys.
We've been playing together for about 12 years or so. Played all over the world, every country in Europe, right across the States, as far as Southeast Asia.
Every county in Ireland as well.
Every county in Ireland.
The 50th, a scandal, a dynasty, an election. The San Diego Union Tribune.
It's hard for me to say that. I don't think he made it back from the battlefield. I think he got chewed up and spat out in Washington, and he lost his way. No one's perfect. He lost his way.
Okay, this is brilliant. Amazing for two independent musicians to win something like this is amazing, especially coming from inner city Dublin. I want to thank the crew, Carl, Chad, Tracy, Michael, everybody that was involved in it. Thank you so much. This means the world to us and all independent musicians everywhere. Thank you very much.
Wow, what a day. I'm totally beside myself. Can't believe this has actually happened. Huge thank you to everybody involved, all the way from our director, Carl Nicoli, right down through the whole team. There's too many people to mention, so I want to say thank you to them. Very special. This is a dedication to my mother, who passed away 4 weeks ago. This is for you, Mama, I love you. And I'm over the moon. Thanks very much. Thank you.
Muy emocionado, muy contento me encuentro de ganar mi primer Emmy. Un poco nervioso, pues creo que es normal. Después de 4 nominaciones, por fin lo obtengo. Y el agradecimiento a muchísima gente, empezando por mis padres, mis hermanas, a ti, Angelita, a todo el equipo de este documental de Jorge el Travieso Arce, una promesa de vida que se hizo realidad. Así que muchísimas gracias a todo el equipo. Por supuesto que el agradecimiento infinito a mi esposa, Janel Carbonell, apoyo en mi vida y en mi carrera, a mis hijos. Muchísimas gracias, mucha gente a quien agradecer, por supuesto, a la empresa para la que trabajo, Entravisión, Azteca América, Univisión San Diego. Thank you very much. I'm really, really happy. My first trophy, my first Emmy. I would like to say thank you to many people, my parents, my sisters, my family, my teamwork, my wife, everybody. Muchas gracias, muy contento. Y ojalá que sea el primero de muchos. Gracias.
Primeramente agradecer a la familia, que es la ganadora de este premio, que me permitió hacer ese reportaje sobre las condiciones en las que estaban viviendo durante toda esta pandemia, las difíciles situaciones en las que atravesaban durante todo este transcurso de la pandemia, sobre todo enfocados en la cuestión de las dificultades en el sistema educativo desde estudiar a distancia desde la casa. Agradecer a la Academia, Telemundo 20, a NBC y también, por supuesto, a mi esposa y a mi niño recién nacido, que este premio es para él, para Diego. Muchísimas gracias.
This is dedicated to Morgan Cook, whose great reporting was the foundation for this documentary. It's dedicated to reporters all around the country who have worked tirelessly this year through this pandemic. And it's dedicated to all my colleagues at the Union Tribune who made this possible and who worked so hard throughout this past year to keep the lights on and keep San Diego informed.
Good evening, I'm Kristen Valdivia, a director from Telemundo San Diego.
And I'm Megan Healy, an anchor and reporter at KSBY in San Luis Obispo. And we are both nominees tonight. We are so excited to be here with all of you. Now, if this last year and a half has taught us anything, it's to see the good. Even during the most challenging times, it brought out some of the best in people. They shared their stories to viewers, giving them hope and a proverbial light at the end of the tunnel.
The stay-at-home orders also gave people a chance to look at things in a new light. Here are some of the best stories from the next nominees.
In the category of historical, cultural news, the nominees are Determined San Diego Women Fought for Right to Vote a Century Ago, KPBS. Ghosts of Good Springs, KSNV. World of Bees, The Falling Empire, XEWT, Televisa, California. History of Carlsbad, KGTV 10 News. El Camino de la Agonía, XEWT, Televisa, California. Impotentes ante la destrucción de Mural Chicano en Logan Heights, KBNT. In the category of historical, cultural, short, or long format, the nominees are Ken Kramer's About San Diego, episode number 82, KPBS. Missing in Mexico, the San Diego Union Tribune. In the category of human interest news, single shift, the nominees are Drafting a Dream, Las Vegas Review-Journal. Hispanos que Inspiran, La Historia de Ramón, KINC. Hitchhiking for Love, NBC7 San Diego. The Life-Saving Fan, Brockington, Fox Sports San Diego. In the category of human interest news, no time limit, the nominees are Becoming American, Fox 5 Las Vegas. La Esperanza Tiene Ruedas, KBLR. A Father's Legacy, Fox 5 Las Vegas. Calvario en Los Polancos, Univision Palm Springs. Letters to My Younger Self, NBC7 San Diego.
The Emmy recipients are
Ghosts of Good Springs, KSNV.
Here inside the Pioneer Saloon, well over 100 years of documented history and the belief by some
I've seen stuff jump off walls.
Not all visitors have moved on.
World of Bees, The Falling Empire, XEWT, Televisa, California.
En San Diego existen alrededor de 30,000 colmenas distribuidas entre el norte y el sur del condado. Existen de dos tipos, las residenciales, en donde los ciudadanos pueden obtener el permiso para tener una en su hogar.
Missing in Mexico, the San Diego Union Tribune.
These mothers, their hearts are broken for life. And there's not one, it's not 100, they're not 1,000. There are thousands of missing sons, brothers.
Hispanos que Inspiran, La Historia de Ramón, KINC.
Pues no, a mí no me gusta pedir ayuda, me gusta salir adelante, que la gente mire lo que yo hago.
Y su ejemplo de lucha ha hecho que muchos se conviertan en clientes fijos de sus servicios.
Hitchhiking for Love, NBC7 San Diego.
I was hitchhiking. I wanted to go to the 99-cent store. Yeah, you heard that right. 93-year-old Mike Kane was hitchhiking last Tuesday down the road from his retirement community in San Marcos.
La Esperanza Tiene Ruedas, KBLR.
El movimiento es automático y por más lejos que esté, Lázaro Blanco siempre lo logra, así recogiendo una botella tras otra y tras otra.
A Father's Legacy, Fox 5 Las Vegas.
One more gift. This is a Raiders Foundation legacy brick that has been purchased in your name and will be installed at Allegiant Stadium so that your legacy will be cemented in Raiders history.
First of all, I would like to thank the Academy for this recognition. I mean, the San Diego Union Tribune came out with 5 awards this season. I am super happy for my team. Really excited that we did this, and we had so much great work. And I'm really happy that the Academy recognized our effort and struggles. And so for them, I thank you, and I thank you all for this recognition. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for this award. I'm so honored. I think what's really cool about this story was that it was about love and kindness, which I think are values that resonate with so many people. I want to thank my rockstar partner, Mark Leimbach, and NBC7 for giving me the opportunity to work at such an outstanding station. And most importantly, I want to thank my mom for driving me everywhere when I was a kid, and this is for you.
Primeramente quiero agradecer a Dios, sin Él nada de esto habría sido posible. Mami Blanquita, este premio es para ti, gracias por enseñarme a insistir, a no rendirme. También a Tatiana, mi hermanita, gracias por amarme tanto. Johnny, gracias por apoyarme, esposo querido, en cada paso del camino. También a mis amigas, Talía, Marisol, Laura, por estar conmigo siempre y demostrarme que la amistad no conoce de distancias, y además a todos mis compañeros de trabajo y a todos esos MMJs que están en el field trabajando duro y echando para adelante. Así que aquí estamos, agradecida. Muchas gracias.
The past year was a stressful one in politics. The country dealt with an historical election, and people were engaged in the results more than ever.
People were also engaged with themselves, learning how to deal with a pandemic, amongst other things. Our next nominees showcase different aspects of our lives as we dealt with this new normal.
Yes, very new normal that we're still trying to figure out. And the Emmy nominees are...
In the category of politics, government, news, the nominees are My Voice Matters, the election through the eyes of first-time voters, CBS News 8. Asking the Right Questions, KGTV 10 News. The Mailbox is the Ballot Box, KGET TV 17. Testing the USPS in Nevada ahead of the 2020 general election, KSNB. Covering the Nevada caucus, a push for transparency, KLAS TV. America Divided, KTNV. In the category of military news, the nominees are Miracle on the Midway, CBS News 8. Veterans Voice, the Las Vegas Military Community, KTNV. In the category of military, short or long format, the nominees are Veterans Voices, Fox 5 San Diego. World War II Vet Surprise, Fox 5 Las Vegas. In the category of technology, news, the nominees are A New Kind of Breathalyzer to Stop DUIs, CBS News 8. The Case of the Missing COVID Tests, CBS News 8. In the category of lifestyle, news, the nominees are Con los Pies en la Tierra, KBLR. Para Hockey, CBS News 8. In the category of lifestyle, short or long format, the nominees are Freeline Skating Park and Boardwalk, the San Diego Union Tribune. Staycation, Making It Media, and CBS News 8.
And the Emmy recipients are...
The Mailbox is the Ballot Box, KGET TV 17.
That means every single registered voter in California will receive one of these, a ballot. Your ballot will come here to your home, and after you fill it out, you're going to send it back in the mail, and then the ballot is no longer in your hands. So the big question now, is your vote safe?
Testing the USPS in Nevada ahead of the 2020 general election, KSNB.
These days, do you trust the Postal Service to play its part successfully in a mail-in election?
I don't trust the mail. I'm going to vote in person.
We've been doing it for years in Nevada, and I have no reason not to trust it.
Miracle on the Midway, CBS News 8.
But he takes comfort in the success of the humanitarian mission he helped lead on the USS Midway.
It's the proudest moment of my life that we saved 3,073 souls and nobody lost their lives.
Veterans Voices, Fox 5 San Diego.
It wasn't just a duty, it was a responsibility. And we knew that we had to defeat the enemy or they would defeat all of us.
A new kind of breathalyzer to stop DUIs, CBS News 8.
And that technology, known as an alcohol detection sensor, could soon be in all new cars by 2024.
But if you were above 0.08, the car would start but would not move.
Para-hockey, CBS News 8.
Para-hawking was pioneered by a fellow named Scott Mason in Nepal.
While there, the two connected.
I met Scott and his birds, and he shared with me the magic of para-hawking.
Freeline skating, park and boardwalk, the San Diego Union Tribune.
Free skating is a new extreme sport that revolves around two platforms, each with two wheels, and they're not attached to my feet in any way. Free skates came out about 13 or 14 years ago.
Staycation, Making It Media and CBS News 8.
We're going to show you all the most sought-after mansions
sitting next to the lake in Palm Springs. How many times can you say that?
To everyday home, but then you can have it with a mountain backdrop one day. You can have it with an ocean backdrop another day. That may be your next staycation.
I'm really honored to win my first Emmy Award here in Las Vegas. It really was a huge team effort for this piece. It took a ton of collaboration, several days of shooting and working and writing and editing with so many different people at our station. Thank you to my management for giving us the time to put this piece together, and every photographer, editor, and producer that helped us put it together. And of course, to my family and my girlfriend, thanks for being so supportive.
Winning this Emmy in the military category means a whole lot to me because my father dedicated 50 years of service to the Army. So this is a special one. But this one in particular goes to former Navy Commander Vernon Jumper, who was the air boss on the USS Midway back during Operation Frequent Wind, helped save more than 3,000 refugees and giving them a new life. And also to Courtney Herman for sharing her story with us. It was a pretty unpopular war, the Vietnam War, but those sailors and soldiers did so much to give freedom to countless people, and they are enjoying that today. So this goes to them. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you so much for this beautiful statue. I want to first of all give a shout out to Robert Parks Valletta. He's the producer and host on the show Staycation. He one day called me and was like, let's do a show about vacation rentals. And I was like, all right, let's do it. And 3 weeks later, we're on the way to Palm Springs, shot our first pilot, show's running ever since. So that's awesome. Also, everyone at Making It Media, the whole team. Producing a show takes, it's like moving a mountain. So we needed everyone, all hands on deck. Everyone was a champ. T15, our editing team in Australia. Thank you for all your creativity and all endless nights and days editing away. Avance Day, Sean Bruner for helping us producing the show. And of course, family and friends, thank you for supporting me by, my crazy roller coaster of a journey as a filmmaker. And the last thing I want to say is if you're out there and you have an idea, a concept, just shoot it, just do it. And, use your phone, do it, because this statue is a testament for my fellow Emmy winners and nominees, because they did exactly that. And that's what we're here today. Thank you.
Good evening. I'm meteorologist Patrick Evans from KESQ News Channel 3.
And I'm Rocky Theus, host and reporter for KLAS in Las Vegas. So most newscasts cover a variety of topics within a certain time frame. We all know that. But our next nominees take a closer look into one or two topics.
Now, these programs engage viewers with deeper discussions, investigative reporting, and compelling video.
In the category of interview discussion, the nominees are San Diego Mayoral Debate Special, NBC7 San Diego; Dule Hill and Daniel J. Watts, NWB Imaging, LLC, KPBS; DEA Agent Exposes Huge CIA Cover-Up, Journey to Justice Television; Machete Mayhem at White Fence, Journey to Justice Television. In the category of informational instructional, the nominees are Rise and Fall of the Mountains, De Facto Fiction Films, Incorporated; Vegas PBS Steam Camp, Vegas PBS. In the category of magazine program, the nominees are United Plates of America, Abode Entertainment. Lifestyles San Diego, Ignite Now Media. Global Passport, Finland,
AWE TV.
United Plates of America, Abode Entertainment. Vicarious Escapes, Mount Mulligan, Edge and Elegance Entertainment. Vicarious Escapes, Gold Coast, Edge and Elegance Entertainment. In the category of Public Affairs Program, the nominees are Politically Speaking, the 2020 Presidential Election, NBC7, San Diego. Politically Speaking, the California Primary, NBC7, San Diego. Historias Sin Techo, KBLR. Historias e información positiva durante la pandemia global, Ascend Media. Hashtag Vegas Strong, connecting during COVID-19, Vegas PBS. In the category of Special Events Coverage, the nominees are Hope, Humor, and the Healing Power of Music, Fox 5 San Diego. Summerlin Council presents Patriotic Parade, Virtual Edition, 11 Media. Emmy Awards 2020 Program, NATAS Pacific Southwest.
And now the moment you're waiting for. The Emmy recipients are
Dule Hill and Daniel J. Watts, NWB Imaging, LLC, KPBS.
Today I had the opportunity to talk with actors Dule Hill and Daniel J. Watts, who both played roles in the world premiere musical Lights Out, Nat King Cole. You may recognize Dule Hill from his television appearances in the shows Suits, Psych, The West Wing, and the film Holes.
Vegas PBS Steam Camp, Vegas PBS.
Welcome back to the Vegas PBS STEAM Camp Science Lab. I have learned so much already today, and I really hope you have too. And we still have a lot of time left, so let's investigate another question. There's my next caller.
Vicarious Escapes, Gold Coast, Edge and Elegance Entertainment.
I'm your host, Amber White, and I'm so excited to welcome you to the Gold Coast on a very special episode of Vicarious Escapes.
Historias Sin Techo, KBLR.
Hoy comenzamos esta serie especial para acercarnos a los vagabundos y analizar cómo les afectará la nueva ordenanza que desde ya prohíbe acampar en las calles de aquí de Las Vegas.
Vegas Strong, connecting during COVID-19, Vegas PBS.
Every year on October 1st, survivors, family members, and the community have come together to recognize the tragedy. But like many things, this year is different.
Hope, humor, and the healing power of music. Fox 5 San Diego.
Can you believe it's been 10 years that we've been hosting the Big Bay Boom? And it's been quite the year.
Oh, it sure has. And time flies. But the Hilton Bayfront has always been such a beautiful spot to have the show. Oh, hold up.
Hey, I want to thank the National Academy of Television and Arts and Science, and especially thank KPBS for giving us a platform for our show, Theater Corner, and thanks to the film crew that worked really hard to produce what we have there at Theater Corner. Thank you very much.
I just want to say thank you so much for this award. It really means a lot to me. I want to thank Michael Taylor for all his support over the years, and everyone who supported me through my education, my dad, Troy, my grandpa Richard, and looking forward to the future.
Well, I'm tremendously honored and humbled to accept this award. I want to thank Michael Taylor, Trevor, for bringing me on and being part of this really awesome project. My family, my parents, mom and dad, thank you for letting me live in your house while I win an Emmy. My girlfriend, Maddie, you are my support system and my rock. And my brothers, even though they pretend not to, they're always there to support me in there. I know that they're proud of me, so thank you so much to the Academy for this award, and I'm just stoked to be here.
I'd like to thank my mom, dad, and my sister
for all the support they've given me, and I'd like to thank my girlfriend, Ana Paula, also for all the support they've given me throughout these years. This is for you.
So I look at this Emmy and I'm at a loss for words because it's the first one that I earned in a way individually and as part of an amazing team. And as a former journalist who took a leap of faith, this is the best way to close the news chapter in my life. And I know that I got here because I've worked with exceptional bosses, with great colleagues who were kind enough, nice enough to give me advice to be better. And my bosses at Telemundo always said when I hesitated to do something, tú sí puedes, Cynthia, tú sí puedes. So I want to dedicate this to my bosses, my parents, my colleagues, and this is truly the best way to end this cycle in my life. So I'm so grateful.
Gracias a Las Vegas, gracias a mi familia de Telemundo Las Vegas, KBLR, por tantos sueños, por tantas oportunidades, gracias a mi familia, a mi esposo, a mi madre, a Cuba y a todos los que me han puesto en este momento aquí para ganar este premio, de verdad, de corazón. Muchísimas gracias.
¡Guau, Las Vegas! Gracias por estos 2 Emmys. Esto va para mi mamá, para mi hermano, para Dan, para toda mi familia, para Costa Rica. Esto también es para ustedes allá. Definitivamente, sin todo lo que he hecho y todo lo que hemos vivido en esta maravillosa ciudad, esto no sería un sueño el día de hoy. De verdad, muchísimas gracias y pues vamos por más.
The stay-at-home orders of the past year put a temporary halt to the sports industry. From professional games to youth sports, players were forced to stop, and fans were left without their favorite hobby.
Yeah, sports anchors and reporters had to, I guess you could say, shift their focus from telling sports stories to telling sports stories without sports games to talk about. Kind of hard to do. Our next nominees were creative, sometimes downright ingenious, Patrick, and always, number 1, passionate.
In the category of Sports Story News, the nominees are The Show at Home, NBC7 San Diego. De la Calle al Ring, KBLR. He Wanted to Make People Better, NBC7 San Diego. Joshua Golden Climbs, CBS News 8. Heavy Fists and Humble Beginnings, Fox 5 Las Vegas. In the category of Sports Story News Feature, the nominees are Chris Paddock, True Grind, Fox Sports San Diego. Haley Moore, What Drives a Champion, CBS News 8. El Último Raider, The Last Raider, KBLR. The Show Grandmas, Mountain West Network. Turning Tragedy into Triumph, 23 ABC. In the category of Sports Program, the nominees are Club Frontera, Episode 1, The City with No Team, Northside Pictures. Spotlight, The Manny Machado Story, San Diego Padres. Padres Season Recap, Episode 3, Fox Sports San Diego. Padres POV, Episode 2, Fox Sports San Diego. In the category of Live Sporting Event Game, Single Game, the nominees are Padres Opening Day, Fox Sports San Diego. A Night of Heroes, ATT Sportsnet. The Battle for SoCal Supremacy, Fox Sports San Diego. In the category of Talent Anchor Sports, the nominee is Kyle Kraska, Sports Anchor, CBS News 8. In the category of Talent Reporter Sports, the nominees are Darnay Tripp, Sports Reporter, NBC7 San Diego. The Sapienza, Fox 5 Las Vegas.
And the Emmy recipients are
The Show at Home, NBC7 San Diego.
Yes, the familiar chant that blasts through Viejas Arena before games and ignites a fan base that has made SDSU a tough place to play. They're not your ordinary student section, and it's given them a well-earned reputation.
El Último Raider, The Last Raider, KBLR.
Creando el Raider Robot, el primer personaje de la Raider Nation de Viva Las Vegas.
Well, I thought they had to do something different.
The Show Grandmas, Mountain West Network.
Meet the Show Grandmas, 74-year-old Leila McCoy and 81-year-old Betty Boucher.
It's exercise. You won't sit down a lot.
Padres POV, Episode 2, Fox Sports, San Diego.
Although they can't get into Petco Park, Padre fans are finding ways to experience the ballpark's ambiance. That and more now on Padres POV.
A Night of Heroes, ATT Sportsnet.
The 5-game homestand for the Golden Knights comes to an end as they take on the Florida Panthers inside T-Mobile Arena. Great to have you with us as the Golden Knights celebrate the 40th anniversary of the Miracle on Ice. Dave Gosher alongside Shane Knighty.
Kyle Kraska, sports anchor, CBS News 8.
It has been absolutely nuts with heart attack-inducing plays all around the league. Here's what's ahead on the News 8 postgame show.
Darnay Tripp, sports reporter, NBC7 San Diego.
Well, with the arrival of January, it means March isn't too far off, and that, of course, means the arrival of the NCAA tournament. A lot of people talking about where this San Diego State team could end up seeding-wise.
Well, first off, I want to give thanks to God for another opportunity to continue with this. And second, to my family. The family who's been there, who's had my back. And to my friends who actually have pushed me to continue forward and to actually not be afraid of success. Thanks.
Well, this is my second and third Emmy. I'm very blessed because now I have this trophy that I won as a team, as a teamwork. And I'm always very, very humbled to receive this in the name of my country, my family, God. And if I can achieve it, anyone can achieve it. If you want to have dreams, you have to shoot to the moon, because if you fail, you can hit a star. Thank you.
Good evening. I'm Kathleen Bade, anchor with Fox 5 San Diego. We're excited to be here tonight. I hope you are as well. As you know, video can be captivating in its own right. Sometimes the written word can be just as compelling. And when the word is spoken by a convincing host or narrator, well, the combination can simply be stunning. So here are the next nominees.
In the category of Writer News, the nominees are Kyla Galler Composite, Fox 5 Las Vegas. The Butterfly Boy, XEWT, Televisa, California. Letters to Hope, Fox 5 Las Vegas. In the category of Writer Long-Form Content, the nominees are The Showgirl, a Las Vegas icon, Vegas PBS. Stolen, a year-long investigation into child sex trafficking and exploitation, NBC7 San Diego. In the category of Talent Program Host, Moderator, Correspondent, the nominees are Palm Springs Today, Joe Smith Conversations, KMIR. Back when the coronavirus was in the B Block, KSNV. Journey to Justice Host, Journey to Justice Television. One goal, deliver a powerful message that makes viewers understand the importance of staying home. XEWT, Televisa, California. Contando Historias, KBLR. Christina Sindrich, Program Host, AWE TV. In the category of Talent Performer Narrator, the nominees are Festival of Guy Jatra, Creative Heights Entertainment. The Flourish, Taylor Way Productions. The Flourish, Taylor Way Productions. Crime Sonics, San Luis Obispo, PSA Voiceover, Crime Sonics. Pollo Aceves, Campaña Vamos por 100 para Reach, Independent Producer.
And now the Emmy recipients are.
Kyla Galler Composite, Fox 5 Las Vegas.
Wilting flowers from his funeral and his bike. Teal still has Don's jacket.
that
Stolen, a year-long investigation into child sex trafficking and exploitation. NBC7 San Diego.
For more than a year, we've been investigating the complicated issue of the sex trafficking of children in San Diego. We've reviewed hundreds of records, talked with survivors.
Back when the coronavirus was in the B block, KSNV.
We also talked to moms who say they just want the best for their children and others. Moms like Cece Gay.
It's just out of control. Somebody needs to step in and put education first.
Contando historias, KBLR.
Pero detrás de esos 5 capítulos hay muchísimas horas de investigación, horas de desvelo, horas de muchísimo trabajo y por supuesto de producción. Por eso reunimos el día de hoy a estas
Crime Sonics, San Luis Obispo, PSA voiceover, Crime Sonics.
How can we help? See crime, hear crime, report crime. Stopping crime starts with us.
Wow, what an incredible honor. Thank you so very much. On behalf of Team Stolen, I'd like to first and foremost thank the survivors and those with lived experience who trusted us with their heartfelt stories. You are the heroes of Stolen, and your voices are being heard. Thank you to NBC7 for giving us the opportunity to tell this compelling and difficult and complex story in a unique and new way. And to the Dream Team who poured their heart and soul and time and talents into this project, Tom Jones, Elroy Spatcher, and J.U., I can't thank you enough. Thank you to my family who just loved me along the way and supported me tirelessly. I love you. And to anyone who has ever been victimized by sexual exploitation or sex trafficking, this is for you. Let's take back what's been stolen. God bless you. Thank you.
My father taught me the importance of hard work and teamwork. I always knew that I wanted to work helping my community. I never really knew how I was going to do it, but I thank God for putting me in this path. Gracias, papi. Esto va dedicado para ti en el cielo. Contando historias, sé que uno puede cambiar la vida de otras personas y por eso es tan importante para mí trabajar en este medio. Por eso le doy las gracias a mi papá por haberme enseñado a trabajar con el corazón. Sé que no estás aquí físicamente para celebrar conmigo, pero sé que desde allá arriba estás celebrando a lo grande, con mariachi y con tequila. Gracias a todas las personas que me han apoyado a lo largo de mi carrera. Gracias a mi familia, por supuesto a mi mamá, a mi esposo, a mis hermanos y a mi pequeñito Antoine. Contando historias, seguimos con más. Gracias.
And as you know, it takes a village when it comes to broadcast, whether it's news, special events, or live coverage. And while the producer helps organize all of that in the event, it is the director who helps bring it all to life. So here are the nominees.
In the category of Director, Newscast, the nominees are Evelyn Pardo, APC Operator Composite, KBLR. 11 p.m. KBLR Live Newscast, 11/16/2020, KBLR. Valley Fire Continuing Coverage, Telemundo 20. In the category of Director, Live or Recorded Live, the nominees are Directing Duties, Christopher Maui Composite, KPBS. EE Election Special, KPBS. In the category of Director, Short Form Content, the nominees are National University, Home, National University. Crime Sonics, San Luis Obispo, PSA Director, Crime Sonics. Corona Vegas, Digisphere Productions. Vegas Changes Everything, Frequency Pictures. UCI, Health, Journey, Red Bear Films. In the category of Director, Long Form Content, the nominees are Rise and Fall of the Mountains, De Facto Fiction Films, Incorporated. Festival of Guy Jatra, Creative Heights Entertainment. Making Lemonade, Directing Composite, Rosedale. In the category of Director, Technical Director, the nominee is On the Air with Sully, Little Tommy, and Russ T. Nails, Loft 100 Studios. In the category of Lighting, The nominees are A Weekend with Pablo Picasso, Powell Films. Live at the Belly Up Productions.
And the Emmy recipients are
11 p.m. KBLR Live Newscast, 11/16/2020. KBLR.
Ante una segunda ola de contagios, algunos ya están realizando compras de pánico. Pero ¿qué están haciendo los supermercados de aquí del Valle para evitar que el producto escasee? Se lo cuento más adelante.
Directing duties, Christopher Maui Composite, KPBS.
4, 3, 2, cue, and dissolve.
Good evening. It's Thursday, November 5th. Thanks for joining us. I'm Maya Trabulsi.
Lose every beat.
We are
ready,
indeed
$2.
awaiting a winner.
Corona Vegas, Digisphere Productions. Vegas changes everything. Frequency Pictures.
Elements. The ceiling curtain's really the first thing the audience sees as they're coming into the theater. It really gives the audience the first sense that not only are they watching something stunning, they're watching one of the most technically advanced shows in the world.
Making Lemonade, Directing Composite, Rosedale.
Nothing.
On the air with Sully, Little Tommy, and Rusty Nails.
My special guest, the big Sully, Little Tommy, and Rusty T. Nails.
Oh my God. That's like when Pisa did it in that.
Yeah. And that's so cool.
A Weekend with Pablo Picasso, Powell Films.
What do you think an artist is? An imbecile who has eyes if he's a painter? Ears if he's a musician? A liar in every chamber of his heart if he's a poet?
All right, I would like to thank my wife for being on this journey for me. I went to Boston. I was out there for 2 years, and then I got an opportunity to come to Vegas, and now I'm the best director in the Southwest Pacific side for 2020. Woo! And then también quiero agradecer a mis papás que siempre estuvieron ahí conmigo para que yo hiciera este logro grande, y si puedo voy a tratar de agarrar una copia para darles a ellos para que tengan ahí y recuerden todo lo que yo hice. And I'm super happy, and I'm gonna party! Woo!
Cool, thank you, NATAS. What an amazing award. First, I want to thank my wonderful and gracious wife for letting me film her during our entire COVID journey. She was very gracious to let me stick a camera in her face while we both had COVID. I'd like to thank Nicole Franco, my producer, who was the biggest champion of this project. And I'd also like to thank Jesse Esslinger, David Scholes for giving me so much valuable feedback for editing, making this much more watchable. And finally, I'd like to thank all the doctors and scientists that participated in the film and have worked tirelessly to keep us all safe.
Wow, guys, thank you, NATAS, so much. Extremely humbled to have received this award. Much more comfortable behind the camera instead of in front of the camera, so bear with me here. I'd like to thank Palomar College, Pat Hahn, all the instructors, Isaac Cadrill at Channel 6, lots of folks at Daniels Cablevision. Let's see, who else? Oh yeah, all of my friends and family at KPBS, thank you so much, including Don Johnson, the man, the myth, the legend. It was an honor to be in the same category with you, and thank you for your guidance and all your wisdom over the last 10 years. This is for Mom. Love you, Mom.
Congratulations to those recipients. Good evening, I'm Alyssa DeVries, an Emerson College senior. I'm also the National Trustee Scholarship recipient from 2017, and I am absolutely honored to be back, spending my 4th summer presenting at the Emmys. Students across the country have had to learn skills in unique ways. Despite distance learning, many of you thrived and gave some of the best entries of the year. Here are tonight's nominees.
In the category of Student Programming Newscast, the nominees are News Scene, November 13th edition, San Diego City College. Palomar Live, March 5th, 2020, Palomar College. In the category of Student Programming Longform, the nominees are American Boyfriend, College of Southern Nevada. Death by Professor, College of Southern Nevada. Watch the Birdie, UNLV. In the category of Student Programming Short Form, the nominees are Never Alone, College of Southern Nevada. La Danza de Pasión, UNLV. Game Time, College of Southern Nevada. In the category of Student Programming Sports Program, the nominee is Rebel Report Football Special from Allegiant Stadium, UNLV. In the category of Student Programming Public Service PSAs, the nominee is Opera Las Vegas, UNLV. In the category of Student Craft, Animation, Graphics, Special Effects, the nominee is As It Grows, UNLV. In the category of Student Craft, Writing, the nominee is How to Haunt Your Girlfriend 101, UNLV. In the category of Student Craft Photographer, the nominees are Lance Documentary Clips, Palomar College. Resilience, UNLV. In the category of Student Craft Editor, the nominees are Resilience, UNLV. Allure to Darkness, College of Southern Nevada. In the category of Student Craft Director, the nominee is Allure to Darkness, College of Southern Nevada. In the category of Student Craft Talent, the nominee is News Scene Demo Reel, Noel Mortensen, San Diego City College. In the category of Student Craft Video Essay, the nominee is The Day the Lights Went Out, UNLV.
Now, the awards for Outstanding Achievement go to
News Scene, November 13th edition, San Diego City College.
And the headliner for the Super Bowl halftime show is set. Find out who is performing in entertainment.
Also, tonight, strong winds and big waves continue to impact part of our county. Details coming up.
Watch the Birdie, UNLV.
Raj Nair and Gil Brick. Best friends since 5th grade. They both play competitive badminton, each for different reasons.
La Danza de Pasión, UNLV.
She's not even that good.
I know, right?
We should outdo her. End her. Make a TikTok to end all TikToks. Vamos!
Rebel Report Football Special from Allegiant Stadium, UNLV. Opera Las Vegas, UNLV. As It Grows, UNLV. How to Haunt Your Girlfriend 101, UNLV.
Introducing How to Haunt Your Girlfriend 101, new and improved. Starring Ghosty the Ghost. We ghosts take great pride in haunting the living.
Resilience, UNLV.
The first rule of Kung Fu is resilience. Resilience of time, resilience of space, and resilience of rage. It's the first lesson I pass to you.
Resilience, UNLV. Allure to Darkness, College of Southern Nevada.
I forgot my camera.
It's okay, I'll just go back with you.
No, it's okay. It's a long way back. Just meet me at the car.
But what about the girls that have gone missing?
Hey, you're gonna be fine. Just meet me at the car.
News Scene, Demo Reel, Noelle Mortensen, City College.
Both the coronavirus pandemic still looming, these spots are no longer the safe havens they used to be.
The day the lights went out, UNLV.
I first heard the word coronavirus on campus. There were a couple of students talking about it outside one of my classes, and then when I went into class, my friends and I in class started discussing it.
I would just like to say thank you for our award for News Scene and for my Student Talent Award. I would like to really thank my professor, Nicole Vargas, and Christopher Aceto. They have really led me in my journey towards journalism, and without them, we would be nowhere. Thank you so much, and to NATAS for this award. It's a great honor, and we are so happy. Thank you.
Good evening. I'm Paco Ramos Moreno with Spectrum News 1.
And I'm Angela Chen, a morning anchor at KESQ in Palm Springs. In a world taken over by social media and viral videos, sometimes one has to make an impact in the shortest amount of time possible.
And that's just one of the challenges facing those who have put together promotional spots and public service announcements. While many may say we didn't have much to promote during the past year, woof, our next nominees made it seem easy and flawless.
In the category of branded content, the nominees are Remembering Our Organ and Tissue Donors for Dia de los Muertos, Life Sharing, Sheltering Love, KOCT San Diego Humane Society, Vegas Changes Everything, Frequency Pictures, We Skate for You, Vegas Golden Knights, Did You Know? Silent No More, Digital Outpost. In the category of public service announcement, the nominees are IMU, Sheriff's Employees Benefit Association, They Need You, Raindrop, No Bajemos la Guardia, COVID-19, Telemundo 20, Hashtag Vota Conmigo, KABE-CD, Telemundo Las Vegas, Protégete, PSA, KPLR. Don't Rush to Flush, Indie Film Factory, LLC. Stay Positive, CBS News 8. In the category of promotion, news promotion, topical, the nominees are Special Report, Telemundo Palm Springs, Better Together, a News 8 special, CBS News 8. In the category of promotion, news promotion, image, single spot, the nominees are 2020, Inolvidable, 2021, Cuenta con Nosotros, Telemundo 20. Jason on a TV, Fox 5, Las Vegas. Leading the way with stories that matter to you, KSNB. Are you ready? CBS News 8. An Unthinkable Year in Review, KSNB. You're on mute, KGTV 10 News. In the category of promotion, news promotion, campaign, the nominees are Telemundo Las Vegas 2020 Holiday Campaign, KBLR. Persevere, CBS News 8. KTNV, Good Morning Las Vegas Music and Team Campaign, KTNV TV. In the category of promotion, image promotion, single spot, the nominees are In Primetime at Allegiant Stadium, It's Finally Showtime, Las Vegas Raiders. Telemundo Las Vegas, Gracias, KBLR. Introducing the Las Vegas Raiders, Las Vegas Raiders. In the category of promotion, promotional campaign, the nominees are Levanta tu mano y hasta cantar, Telemundo 20. Padres Gladiators, Fox Sports San Diego. Fox 5, Stay Safe for NV, Fox 5 Las Vegas. In the category of promotion, promotion trailer, the nominees are Historias por Cantar, Promocional 60 Aniversario, XEWT Televisa California. NBC7 Sex Trafficking Docuseries Trailer, NBC7 San Diego.
And the Emmy recipients are...
Remembering our organ and tissue donors for Dia de los Muertos, life sharing.
Dia de los Muertos, it's a celebration. It is the day where the souls of our loved ones come back to earth and we remind them where home is. The marigolds represent the sun.
Vegas changes everything. Frequency Pictures.
L'Rêve means the dream, and every day it takes an army to make that dream come true.
Everything that you see in the show, we have to maintain every day. We always want every single night to look just as great as opening night did, and I think that's really why Vegas does it better.
Did you know? Silent No More. Digital Outpost.
Code 4, one suspect in custody. Give me your hand! Right.
You all right?
IMU, Sheriff's Employees Benefit Association.
I am determined to build the trust between the members of my community and my profession.
I am not against you.
I am a part of the change.
And I want equality for all people.
We are brothers.
And I am their father.
I was not trained to discriminate, to dehumanize, devalue, or degrade anyone.
Better Together, a News 8 special. CBS News 8.
Join us as we share the remarkable stories of San Diegans on the front lines, finding solutions and ways to help. Because as a community, we're better together.
2020, Inolvidable. 2021, Cuenta con nosotros. Telemundo 20.
Diego luce una cara completamente irreconocible.
Vinimos a protestar, vinimos a que nuestras voices be heard.
Gracias por ya, porque ya estamos trabajando.
Muy importante la persona que está delante del país.
Queremos que los migrantes estén tratados con dignidad.
Vamos a hacer cosas más grandes como hispanos.
You're on mute. KGTV 10 News.
You're on mute.
You're on mute. I can't hear you.
Oh, you're on mute.
Can you hear me?
We can hear you now.
Your voice, your vote matters. ABC 10 News.
Telemundo Las Vegas 2020 Holiday Campaign. KBLR.
No sé cómo, ni cuándo, ni con qué motivo. La vida hoy nos tiene un nuevo destino. Si por si acaso todo vuelve atrás, dejemos esos daños.
Persevere. CBS News 8.
Is it his time?
Telemundo Las Vegas. Gracias. KBLR.
Gracias infinitas a todos los trabajadores esenciales y a los que nos protegen. En esta pandemia han sido nuestros héroes. Telemundo Las Vegas les agradece la confianza y su sintonía. Estamos contigo día tras día.
Introducing the Las Vegas Raiders. Las Vegas Raiders.
January 22nd, 2020. A day to remember. Inspired by our legends of the past and our leaders of tomorrow.
Levanta tu mano y hazla cantar. Telemundo 20.
Todos tenemos que participar.
Podrás hacerlo en línea, por correo,
por teléfono
o en persona. Así que en abril, participa en el censo.
Levanta tu mano
y hazte contar.
Padres Gladiators. Fox Sports San Diego.
Settle the score. Look around you. We got a whole room full of monsters.
Fox 5, stay safe for NV. Fox 5, Las Vegas.
To have any type of love or help is a big deal, you know?
If it wasn't for her, I would have gave up. But because of her, I never gave up.
Historias por Cantar. Promocional 60 aniversario. XEWT Televisa, California.
Inundaciones.
La fuerza de la naturaleza.
Desastres naturales.
Terribles tragedias.
Acontecimientos que nos fortalecieron.
Héctor Terán falleció hoy a las 6:45.
Frente a una pandemia siempre te informamos.
COVID-19 en Baja California.
I am very grateful to accept this award on behalf of the entire Life Sharing team who worked tirelessly to save lives through organ donation and support donor families at the worst time in their life to save another life. So thank you to Anne for putting the whole picture together and the team for working tirelessly.
Wow. First off, I want to thank the Academy for this award. I want to thank my wife, who not only has been with me throughout this whole journey, but was our set builder on this last program. I want to thank Mike Barnes up at the Commission on Peace Officer Standards and Training, and all the folks up at Post who have the courage to let us go out there and produce this message. I want to thank all the subject matter experts who helped us paint the picture of the importance of getting the word out about the perils of law enforcement suicide, and the importance that all officers be able to speak up for their partners and their brothers and sisters. Thank you.
Thanks so much to NATAS and the membership for this honor and recognition. Thanks my wife for allowing me to be able to do this kind of great work. I want to thank Edwin Goretti with the San Diego Police Department, the Wellness Unit, for really helping to bring this topic alive. Certainly want to thank Digital Outpost, Julie, Dane, and Terry, and the great work that they always do on these wonderful topics. Want to thank the crew and cast who brought this to life, especially Nick Berry and Jeremy Sykes for giving us the look and the feel that really helped drive this video. And certainly want to thank the folks at Post and Mike Barnes especially for trusting me to kind of direct this and to bring this message about suicide and mental illness to the law enforcement here in California. Silent No More may be the title of this, but it's much more than that. It's a call to action that we think can save lives. So really, thank you very much.
Thank you so much, NATAS, for giving me these 2 Emmys. I'm so happy to work with Telemundo. It was a really tough year, and to be creative in a tough year and to win something is unforgettable. Woo! Arriba, Tijuana! Yeah.
All right, well, I just want to thank my wonderful wife, of course, at home, and everybody with this team, Lauren, Laura, James, Aaron, Carl, Grant, Michael, R&R Partners, Frequency Pictures. Thank you so much for this wonderful award. Again, my mom and dad. I forgot my dad last time, and I want to make sure I include him this time. So I really appreciate this. This is such an honor to win this award with this wonderful team. So thank you again, and God bless.
Las cosas son más fáciles cuando tienes un gran equipo detrás tuyo ayudándote y apoyándote para que esto se logre. Esto se lo quiero dedicar a mi familia, a mis padres, especialmente a mi mamá, y a todas las personas que han estado ahí apoyándome en toda mi carrera. Este es un pedacito de todo el esfuerzo que se ha hecho durante muchos años. Muchas gracias.
I'd just like to thank everybody that worked on this project, everybody for taking the time to honor this project. It really, truly does mean a lot. I would be remiss if I didn't mention that it feels a little bittersweet at this point, given the fact that earlier this week, one of our members was murdered, killed in the line of duty. And so thinking about that and what it means to be able to stand here and give voice to our members and to the law enforcement profession, I'd just like to take this time to dedicate this to Sergeant Dominic Vaca and his family, and this is for him.
This award means so much, not just because it encapsulates some really hard work on behalf of myself and my partner, but because it captures the voices of our members, and really it captures the voice of a profession. During a time when there's so many difficult issues and conversations and things that are being tackled right now, we're just honored that we're able to give voice to our membership, give voice to our profession, and express these sentiments to the public that we serve. And this was really special to us, but the fact that the judges saw that it was special too just means so much. Huge thank you to everybody who was involved, everybody who was on camera, behind the camera, and made it happen. This is huge. Thank you so much.
Not every nomination tonight involves a reporter, an anchor, or a photojournalist. Others may not be directly involved in the broadcast, but are an important part of it.
The results of our next creative nominees can be found in between programs, so be heard within the topic or placed in front of its subject.
In the category of commercial single spot, the nominees are Valley Bank of Nevada, Fox 5, Las Vegas. Welcome Back to Wonder, NBC 7, San Diego. The New Future, I-10 Toyota, 423 Media. Escape to San Diego Mission Bay Resort, NBC 7 San Diego. Skeletons, Halo Diagnostics, Eisner Gamis. Comforty Comfort Air, 423 Media. Comfort Air Weathercaster, Asher & Asher Consulting. What's My Business? Comfort Air, Asher & Asher Consulting. UCI Health Journey, Red Bear Films. Lindo, Michoacán, KBLR. In the category of commercial campaign, the nominees are National University Home Campaign, National University. Johnny Legend's Complaint Manager, Fox 5, Las Vegas.
Color your soul from the ground up, Storyville Road.
Create what you crave, Raindrop. Está en tus manos campaign, KBLR. In the category of graphic arts, motion graphics, the nominees are Phenomenal Women Series, the San Diego Union Tribune. American Pathogen, Summit Filmworks. McAfee Unified Cloud Edge Broadcast, It Was Tharp. Rosangela Payan, Motion Graphics Composite, Entravision Communications. Stolen Graphic Arts Composite, NBC 7 San Diego. In the category of graphic arts, art direction, the nominees are McAfee Unified Cloud Edge Broadcast, It Was Tharp. Stolen Show Open, NBC 7 San Diego. In the category of audio live or post-produced, the nominees are Aduéñate de la Luz, HES Solar, Telemundo 20. Stolen, a year-long investigation into child sex trafficking and exploitation, NBC 7 San Diego. In the category of musical composition arrangement, the nominees are Todo Va a Estar Bien, Telemundo Las Vegas 2020 Holiday Campaign, KBLR. I-10 Toyota Spanish Jingle, 423 Media. Crime Sonics, San Luis Obispo, PSA Composer, Crime Sonics.
And the Emmy recipients are
Welcome Back to Wonder, NBC 7 San Diego.
This is the perfect way to spend your day. So come and support these incredible animals and see some adorable babies, all while keeping your family safe. You can find more at sandiegozoo.org. Welcome back to Wonder.
UCI Health Journey, Red Bear Films.
That you're running out of time.
There's just nothing we can do.
Asking the impossible. But at UCI Health, we're driven by what others say can't be done.
Yes, we can help you.
Lindo, Michoacán, KBLR.
En 1958, cuando terminé la secundaria, decidí venirme a Estados Unidos por lo que hacemos todos cuando nos venimos, tratar de buscar un mejor futuro para nuestra familia. Y empecé de lavaplatos.
National University Home Campaign, National University.
For over 50 years, we've served hardworking adults through career-focused degrees in flexible 4-week classes that let you fit school into your schedule. And with programs offered 100% online, your education is more accessible than ever before.
Phenomenal Women Series, the San Diego Union Tribune.
Massachusetts, Baker was both ahead of her time and of the moment. She went to the all-women's Vassar College in 1873, balancing her schoolwork with a job teaching gymnastics.
McAfee Unified Cloud Edge Broadcast, It Was Tharp.
But McAfee is on your side to protect enterprise data with one-click policy. To stop threats here, there, anywhere.
Stolen, a year-long investigation into child sex trafficking and exploitation. NBC7 San Diego.
An inmate at San Diego Central Jail. This call is being recorded. You may start the conversation now.
Hello. Todo va a estar bien. Telemundo Las Vegas 2020 Holiday Campaign. KBLR.
Si por si acaso todo vuelve atrás, dejemos esos daños, que lo mejor de todo quede, porque vendrán mejores años.
Well, I can't believe this. This is my first official Emmy, and it's with a song that is very important for me, and I can't believe it that we have our first Emmy. This is Right to El Salvador for my husband, my family, and Luis, Ellie, all the ones who get involved in this song, that it's very important. And if you didn't listen to the song, look it, todo va a estar bien. Everything is gonna be okay. Yay!
First of all, congratulations to all of this year's nominees. And a big thank you to the National Academy of Television Arts and Sciences Pacific Southwest Chapter. Red Bear Films deserves special credit. And fellow producers PJ Harzma and Drew Lewis, without you, this project would not exist. Thank you so much for this honor.
I just want to thank everybody at Red Bear, and I want to thank my wife and my daughters. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Marcella Lee, anchor and reporter with CBS News 8 and the CW San Diego. I'm a multi-Emmy Award winner and have a few nods tonight.
Hello, and I am Joel Romo, and I'm a creative producer for Telemundo Las Vegas. I'm an Emmy Award winner director, and I also have 2 nominations tonight, and I can see Marcella already has a few in her collection.
Yes, and everyone tonight going to be getting some more hardware. It's always so nice to be judged and honored by your peers, because your peers are the ones who know exactly what it is that you have to do out there every day. And a lot of us have been working from home over the past year. We're doing these virtual presentations, and I think a couple things are a benefit. One is that I don't have to wear high heels this year. And we're all just trying to make it work. Sometimes the signal's not so great, but that's the life that we've become to get used to with virtual presentations, right, Joel?
Absolutely, a few glitches that we have to go through, but we have to iron through them and work through them and make everything work for our newscast. And well, a main component of those newscasts are the stories of the day. And photographers, editors, and the reporters have only a few hours to make a comprehensive piece for different shows.
That's true. And when it comes to breaking news, especially, journalists have to think on their feet. They've got to get out there, adapt to the changing landscape, make quick decisions, last-minute choices, and gather all that information to bring the viewers the information they need. Here are tonight's nominees.
In the category of Assigned Daily News Report, the nominees are The Wall, The Risks of Climbing 30 Feet, XEWT, Televisa, California. Homicide Hiking Trail, A Closer Look, CBS News 8. In the category of Breaking News Single Report, the nominees are Burning Down La Mesa, CBS News 8. Willow Fire Race to Save Homes, KGTV 10 News. Firefighters Rescued from Collapse, KGTV 10 News. Store Owner Attacks Media, KUSI TV. In the category of Breaking News Multiple Reports, the nominees are Unrest in Las Vegas, Night 3, KTNV. Reporting live in the midst of tear gas, rubber bullets, and chaos, NBC7 San Diego. Black Lives Matter protest, Fox 5 Las Vegas. Please don't mix up the message, NBC7 San Diego. NBC7 News at 11, wildfire triggers evacuations, NBC7 San Diego.
And the Emmy recipients are...
The Wall, The Risks of Climbing 30 Feet, XEWT, Televisa, California.
Lo que no se veía venir serían las muertes que generarían los migrantes que intentan escalarlas. Hoy conoceremos los riesgos a los que se enfrentan los mismos.
Homicide Hiking Trail, a closer look, CBS News 8.
No one has been arrested and a motive has yet to be determined. So in the meantime, there is some safety advice if you do go out on a walk or hike. Always tell someone where you're going if you don't have a partner with you. Always carry your cell phone and do not listen to your earbuds.
Firefighters rescued from collapse. KGTV 10 News.
Crews are still mopping up here hours after this early morning fire at the top of Helix View Drive. Extensive damage to this home, but there is so much good out here this morning. The couple who was inside got out okay. The 2 firefighters who were hurt are going to be all right.
Unrest in Las Vegas, night 3, KTNV.
Protests are happening across the country tonight. The National Guard being deployed in 8 states. Many demonstrations becoming violent. Reno now becoming the first city in Nevada to implement a curfew.
NBC 7 News at 11. Wildfire triggers evacuations. NBC 7 San Diego.
Now this is happening on Willow Glen Drive in El Cajon. We know that the Sheriff's Department now has ordered evacuations in the area because flames are said to be threatening homes right now, and it appears at least one house, based on our photographer out there, what they've seen has caught fire.
Thanks, guys. You know, reporter, photographer teams work so hard each and every shift to put the best possible product on air for our viewers. And sometimes I'm shocked that we even make air by deadline, but somehow on a daily basis, we do, and it works out. This Emmy was earned in one of those situations. It was a daily turn. And I think our product is directly related to us working together and helping each other out. So never stop that. Thank you for the recognition. It's an honor.
Just want to thank my wife, my kid, myself, and everyone that would put forth themselves to be a part of this. Look forward to next year, and let's go me.
I just want to say thank you so much to everybody at KTNV for welcoming me to the team 2 years ago, and to my boss, Joyce Lupiani, who reached out to me on social media and said, hey, have you ever thought about working in the news? And 2 years later, here I am. I want to thank you to my mom, my dad, my sister, my brother-in-law, my grandfather, my grandparents, everybody, and my family, and to all the haters out there that said I wasn't going to do anything in high school. Well, look what happened. So thank you. Bye, guys.
Viewers know their names and their faces, for they're representatives of their respective stations.
From the anchor desk to the weather wall, or from behind a mic near a news van, these are our colleagues who bring the news to our viewers.
In the category of Talent Anchor News, the nominees are Holding Down the Fort, CBS News 8. Glad to be back in Vegas, KBLR. Entérate with Lisette Lopez, Telemundo 20. 2020, a year to remember, Telemundo 20. Reed Cowan survived COVID, and all he got was a lousy t-shirt, KSNV. Where's my co-anchor, KTNV. Anchorman, Fox 5 San Diego. The Pandemic, Politics, and Protests, NBC 7 San Diego. In the category of Talent Reporter, the nominees are Max Darrow, reporting in Las Vegas, KSNV. Reed Cowan, We Make It Work Every Damned Time, KSNV. I'll Take a Stick Mic to Your Stay-at-Home Order, NBC 7 San Diego. Let Them Tell the Story, NBC 7 San Diego. Stolen, a year-long investigation into child sex trafficking and exploitation, NBC 7 San Diego. Más Tiempo Contigo, KINC. In the category of Talent Reporter Live, the nominees are Election Coverage, live bilingual interview with the Mayor of San Diego, KBNT. A Front Row Seat Witnessing History, KGTV 10 News. Reporting live from my DeGero cell phone, Abby Alford, News 8, CBS News 8. Informar no es delito, KINC. In the category of talent, anchor, weather, the nominees are: What's a weather person in Las Vegas to do? KSNV TV. Sam Argier Weather Composite, Fox 5, Las Vegas. Living My Dream as a Meteorologist, KBLR.
And the Emmy recipients are
2020, a year to remember. Telemundo 20.
¿Qué tal? Muy buenas tardes. Con mucho gusto les saluda Rigo Villalobos. Gracias por acompañarnos. Y fíjese que ya no hay excusa. A partir de hoy mismo podemos ir al gimnasio a hacer ejercicio. Vamos con Tania Lubiano, quien se...
Reed Cowan survived COVID, and all he got was a lousy t-shirt. KSNV.
All right, look at that. Kind of gross, right? Smoky, hazy Labor Day. We hope you found some sunshine, maybe with those you love, inside your houses. Thanks for staying with us. At 7, I'm Reed Cowan. This is a live look, a bigger look at...
Stolen, a year-long investigation into child sex trafficking and exploitation. NBC7, San Diego.
So we're here in the hotel parking lot. It is 10:20 on a Friday, and we are just waiting for the suspect to make contact with the undercover officer and then meet up here in this parking lot.
Más tiempo contigo, KINC.
Y por el otro, quienes insisten en evitar el colapso del sistema sanitario que, según ellos, podría llevar la cifra de fallecidos a números impensados. ¿Quién tiene la razón? Pues eso precisamente es lo más complicado de determinar en esta batalla de argumentos. En defensa,
Sam Argier Weather Composite, Fox 5, Las Vegas.
This is from yesterday afternoon near Nellis Air Force Base. Wind knocking the roof off of a mobile home in that area. And a couple things I want to point out in this video. This was actually a dust devil. Looks a little bit like a tornado because...
Living my dream as a meteorologist. KBLR.
Como les comentaba, es recreado lo que pudiera ser su casa, su apartamento o su casita en el campo. Es que la radiación solar, como ven este sol tan intenso que hemos estado teniendo, va a calentar.
Election coverage. Live bilingual interview with the mayor of San Diego, KBNT.
Así es, muy buenas noches. Estamos en la sede de la campaña del asambleísta Todd Gloria, o podríamos decir ya virtual ganador de la alcaldía de la ciudad de San Diego. Es un momento muy emocionante, se hace historia.
A front row seat witnessing history. KGTV 10 News.
Yeah, so I just want to be clear, we are behind police lines, so we are in a safe place. But you can probably hear those flashbangs right now. We are seeing, excuse me.
en el 2014 llegué a los Estados Unidos y lo hice en la ciudad de Miami. Me ganaba la vida entregando comidas en un scooter, pero nunca dejamos de soñar. Tanto mi esposa como mis hijos, nunca dejamos de soñar que lo podíamos lograr. En el 2015 llegamos a la ciudad de Las Vegas y desde entonces Nevada se convirtió en nuestro hogar. Estoy muy feliz y muy contento de poder haber llegado a este lugar, de poder haber obtenido este premio, este galardón, sobre todo el de reportero, porque es algo que siempre había soñado. Creo que el mensaje más importante es nunca dejar de soñar y seguir trabajando por tus sueños. Sin duda alguna quiero darle las gracias a mi esposa y a mis hijos y a toda mi familia, que son el motor fundamental en mi vida y esa fuente de inspiración inagotable. Los amo mucho y vamos por más.
Quiero agradecerle a todo nuestro equipo, a cada uno de los miembros de Telemundo 20 y de NBC7, porque somos una familia, por todo el apoyo, pero sobre todo a nuestros televidentes, que gracias a ustedes podemos seguir ganando año tras año, pero sobre todo día tras día ofrecerles las informaciones más relevantes de San Diego y Tijuana. Muchas gracias.
Yay! I'm so happy. I'm very, very honored to get these two awards in my hands. Estoy muy feliz y agradezco muchísimo, sobre todo, a mi familia, a mi mamá y a mi esposo. Estoy muy emocionada también por pertenecer al maravilloso grupo de trabajo que es Telemundo Las Vegas. A mis jefas que me dieron la oportunidad desde un inicio y creyeron en mí. Y a los grandes amigos que se convirtieron mi familia que son hoy. Y uno de ellos es Alejandro Condis. Besos para ustedes, los quiero mucho.
It is with a humble heart that I accept this award. I am very proud that as a Latina, I can bridge my culture, speaking both English and Spanish, and on live TV. I must say that I have to start thanking God, and of course, our viewers, and my colleague Carlos Castillo, who was running around downtown with me on election night. Of course, my village, my parents, my mom, my dad, my brother, boyfriend, the Tinoco family, and I lost 2 grandmas last year, so Abuelita Livia, Abuelita Mari, esto es para ustedes. Gracias.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Allie Lozoff with Valley Sports, rinkside reporter for the Anaheim Ducks. I'm also on the Emmy Awards committee. It's a pleasure to be with you here tonight. And right now, we're about to present an exciting category. Investigative reporting is one of the more challenging aspects of the news field. Whether it be for a single broadcast or a series of stories, these nominees have dug deep for their revealing reports.
In the category of investigative news, single report, multiple reports, the nominees are SoCal Botox doctor charged in COVID-19 fraud scheme, KGTV 10 News. Stolen, a year-long investigation into child sex trafficking and exploitation, NBC7 San Diego. Lost in the Fire, Fox 5 Las Vegas. Starved to Death, The Stephen Girl Story, KSNV. Santa Fe, Laberinto Sin Salida, XCWT Televisa, California. Get Out of Jail Free, KTNV TV. Returned, a multi-part series that takes a deep dive into the U.S. asylum system, the San Diego Union Tribune. In the category of journalistic enterprise, the nominees are Darcy Spears Composite, KTNV TV. History is Happening Now, NBC7 San Diego.
And the Emmy recipients are...
Stolen, a year-long investigation into child sex trafficking and exploitation, NBC7 San Diego.
Jamie Johnson is showing us parts of town that house memories that are difficult to relive. She's a sex trafficking survivor, now advocate.
What is it that comes to mind when you're down here?
Lost in the Fire, Fox 5 Las Vegas.
We can do it. We can get it open.
The last words Kat Jacobo said to Dawn. She believed it too. Her fiancé, Don Bennett, was a Marine veteran and still in good shape. He was the building's maintenance man, so he knew the apartment well.
Get Out of Jail Free, KTNV TV.
It's public safety versus the use of public dollars.
Dollars spent every day a person spends in jail. Clark County's jails have long been overcrowded.
Darcy Spears Composite, KTNV TV.
This is a gambling sport now. We're going to use your kids to make money.
Where a different kind of green
We're going to bet on your kids.
threatens the notions of sportsmanship, safety, and fair play.
Thanks so much to all the members of the Academy for a pretty incredible honor in pretty incredible times. For me, this is Emmy number 20 and Emmy number 21, earned in 2021, so you gotta love the numbers. Being honored in the investigative reporting category, of course, that's my craft, and it was a really special series for me about the pretrial justice system, investigating what's going on with that and why it's a little bit broken. And then, of course, journalistic enterprise honoring my body of work is the one that means the most to me. Once again, under the most unusual circumstances, still able to ply our trade and hone our craft, and the honor is overwhelming. Thanks to everybody.
Wow, this is indeed an honor. I'd like to thank all of the organizations that collaborated, those who fight human sex trafficking and child exploitation on a daily basis. Thank you for partnering with us to help get your message out. Also like to thank the survivors who believed in shedding a light on this topic and trusted us to do that. Also like to thank NBC7 for giving us this platform, something that I don't think has ever been done. And I can't put into words the team that I work with. I'm so grateful for all of you and for my lovely wife who dedicated the time and knew that I was gone for so long and yet was patient and loving. And for the survivors, again, thank you for pouring into us so that we can tell your story. And we appreciate all that you've done. Thank you.
Good evening. I'm Maya Trabulsi, anchor reporter for KPBS in San Diego.
And I'm Dennis Caldwell, producer and copywriter for R&R Partners here in Las Vegas. Listen, we are in an industry of picture and video. And our next nominees, they take their jobs to the next level.
They sure do. Whether they're working with a reporter or they're shooting something solo, these photographers and video journalists, they give their all to show viewers the complete story.
In the category of video journalist single shift, the nominees are MMJ Hug Life, NBC7 San Diego; All Guts, NBC7 San Diego; Eric Jimenez 2020, KBLR; Mural of Hope, KGTV 10 News. In the category of photographer news, the nominees are Behind the Scenes with San Diego's Arson Investigators, KGTV 10 News; Pandemic Photojournalism, NBC7 San Diego; Fe Fuera del Closet, Univision Palm Springs; David Pickering 2020 Composite, KGTV 10 News; Bountham Buala Tutu, Fox 5 Las Vegas. In the category of photographer short-form content, the nominees are San Diego Padres 2020 Game Day Open, San Diego Padres; Vegas Changes Everything, Frequency Pictures. In the category of photographer long-form content, the nominees are Festival of Gaijatra, Creative Heights Entertainment; Global Passport, Finland, AWE TV. In the category of photographer spot announcement, the nominees are Levanta tu mano y hazte contar, Telemundo 20; Crime Sonics San Luis Obispo, PSA photographer Crime Sonics;
Fly Soul Shoes, From the Ground Up, Storyville Road.
In the category of video essay, the nominees are Remembering Our Organ and Tissue Donors for Dia de los Muertos 2020, Life Sharing; I Only Go Where I Cannot Light Things on Fire, KGTV 10 News.
And the Emmy recipients are
MMJ Hug Life, NBC7 San Diego.
It started with one picnic table for my grandkids.
Kasha saw Julio's kids' table on the social media app Offer Up. He told his friends at other restaurants.
And now people calling me left and right saying, hey, I want the adult one.
Bountham Buala Tutu, Fox 5 Las Vegas.
I just retired from the United States Air Force after 24 years and 8 months. Anybody that's been in the military for any amount of time, they know how hard it is to find a barbershop.
Vegas Changes Everything, Frequency Pictures.
We've got 14 divers that are in the pool during the show.
Global Passport, Finland, AWE TV.
Finnish Lapland is filled with one pinch me moment after the next. Against a backdrop of snow-covered forests and frozen lakes.
Levanta tu mano y hazte contar. Telemundo 20.
Para una mejor calidad de vida,
todos tenemos que participar.
Podrás hacerlo en línea, por correo,
por teléfono
o en persona. Así que en abril, participa en el censo.
Levanta tu mano
y hazte contar.
Remembering Our Organ and Tissue Donors for Dia de los Muertos 2020. Life Sharing.
At Life Sharing, we celebrate the heroes that save lives in their last hour.
I just want to say thank you so much, everybody. I speak for all of my colleagues at Life Sharing when I say that it is truly an honor and a pleasure to coordinate organ and tissue donation throughout San Diego. This is for our heroes. This event that we did was to honor them and the lives they've saved. I want to say thank you to my colleagues for literally putting their heart and soul into this event, and to my boss, Lisa Stocks, who also shares this award with me, and to NATAS for letting us be part of this wonderful event tonight. Thank you all so much. Cheers.
As we prepare for the final categories of the night, we want to congratulate all of you. Whether you're a nominee or a recipient, you have shown amazing resolve for the past year and a half.
You know, the lockdown has created unprecedented challenges for all of us. Many of you worked from home, away from your colleagues, yet you continue to bring the news and the programming as always. So be proud of your efforts. Now, here are the final nominees.
In the category of Overall Excellence, the nominees are Longing for a Year of Precedence in an Unprecedented Year, KSNB. ABC 10 News, Stories That Matter, KGTV. Fox 5 2020, Fox 5 Las Vegas. In the category of Newscast, Evenings, Smaller Markets, the nominees are 5 p.m. News, Paso Robles shooting suspect killed after manhunt, KSBY. The President's Visit, 17 News at 5, KGET, TV 17. Coronavirus, Questions Answered, KESQ. In the category of Newscast, Evening, Larger Markets, the nominees are NBC 7 News at 11, Pandemic Restriction Ruling, NBC 7, San Diego. Record de Muertes por COVID, KBLR. Las Vegas loses a legend, KTNV. Debate dust settles, KSNV. They came, they saw, they argued, KSNV.
And the Emmy recipients are...
Longing for a Year of Precedence in an Unprecedented Year, KSNV.
Many of you in our community continue to step up and help.
If this put a little glow in their life, a little light in their life, then I'm all for it.
Black Lives Matter!
If they really wanted to play a part, they need to stand with us.
5 p.m. News, Paso Robles shooting suspect killed after manhunt, KSBY.
Breaking news tonight, we are learning Mason Lira, the suspect in the Paso Robles shooting, has been taken down and several officers are injured. Good evening. Thanks for joining us for the News at 5. I'm Karina Corral.
And I'm Richard Gearhart. We begin with breaking news.
Coronavirus, Questions Answered, KESQ.
Good evening, everybody. I'm Peter Dow. This is a special edition of Coronavirus Questions Answered. Tonight, we have brought together the leaders of all 9 cities in the Coachella Valley to answer some of your questions.
They came, they saw, they argued, KSNV.
Most Americans believe we need to empower workers. As a matter of fact, you're the one who is at war with the culinary union right here in Las Vegas.
And if we took off everybody that was wrong on off this panel, everybody that was wrong on criminal justice at some time in their careers, there'd be nobody else up here.
Well, first off, I just want to say thank you. Thank you for anyone that had a part, the judges, anyone that nominated us for this Emmy Award. It's been a crazy year for news, especially during the pandemic and the election and everything else. And I just can't say thank you enough.
This is super exciting. I am so glad and so happy for my team. We worked really hard and it paid off. And I just want to say thanks to everyone. This is my first Emmy, so it just makes me so excited. And the only sad part is my mom passed this year, so she won't be here to see it. But I am just super, super excited. Thanks so much, everyone.
Okay, well, it's such an honor. I started at KSNV a few months prior to the pandemic, and just being with this wonderful team and being able to put out stories that impact our community, it's such an honor to be able to be a part of this group award with that team, and I'm so thankful that they allowed me to be a part of. They came, they saw, they argued, and I'm hoping that we can put out more stories that impact our community and really put an impact on our viewers.
2020 was an exceptionally important year for teamwork and unity, and debate night was no exception. I'm so proud of our talented team for the work they did that night and throughout the entire election year. And on a personal note, this is for my grandma, who taught me to work really hard and count your blessings along the way.
I am so humbled and honored. This caps off what has truly been one of the most rewarding years of my career. Little did I know when I got to KSQ in early 2020 that I would help to lead a new type of newscast regarding the pandemic. And I couldn't have done it without producer Brandon Iriarte, who I share this award with. I would like to thank the management at KESQ, my parents, and my husband, David. Thank you so much.
Well, once again, congratulations to all of tonight's recipients. Thank you again so much for joining us for the 47th Annual Pacific Southwest Emmy Awards. And here with the final word is Chapter President Kristen Castillo.
Congratulations to all of tonight's Emmy Award recipients. You can pick up your statue tomorrow in your respective city. You'll also be able to take an official picture at that time and give an acceptance speech, which will be included in the rebroadcast of this Emmy show. Congrats again to all the recipients, and keep up the great work. We hope to see you all in person next year. Good night.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Marcella Lee. Oh, wait, who am I? Okay, sorry.
We've got a 3-month-old baby staring at us, being very.
Aww.
And the Emmys. Sorry. Sorry. One more time.
Oh, I want to pinch cheeks.
3, 2, 1. I don't know, I forgot what I was going to say.
Was the head bob long enough, or does she need to be a little bit longer?
Yeah, could you do the head bob a little bit longer?
Subtle bob. Subtle head bob.
Like you're waiting in line for the DMV.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh my God. I'm on a stool and I almost fell.
Oh, good heavens, girl.
I'm on this little stool. And so I like reached forward.
Oh yeah, I saw you topple and then you squealed.
Oh my gosh,
I know, it's like you forgot your champagne.
Not champagne, it's a French 75. See, this is what I mean by it's getting to me already.
That's my drum roll, by the way, guys.